Welcome, everybody, to this week's Clyde's Corner podcast. We have BurginStarr here. He is a content creator in the Destiny directory, and appreciate you tuning in on Twitch or watching on YouTube or listening on Spotify. So let's get right into it with the intro. Mr. BurginStarr, how you doing, bud?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Doing great. Just,
Yeah.
coping for 7 months.
7 months. I mean, it seems to be going smooth so far.
Yeah,
Touch
yeah.
wood.
Yeah.
Touch wood. Got GMs next week.
Yeah. GMs and the exotic bow. So,
Yeah, Strand Exotic Bow.
mm-hmm. What content you've been like mainly focusing on daily?
Daily?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, just the dungeon. Just been cranking
Just
dungeons out for everybody.
yeah.
Working on the solo floors the last couple days, but I suck, so there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That
Even
Hex, I
on
swear to God, bro.
even on your hunter?
I'm not on Hunter. Chat wanted me to play Warlock because, I'm a Warlock main apparently. So I
Uh,
gotta prove them right. I gotta prove them right that anyone can play a warlock.
oh yeah. So the guy's meleeing you back.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I noticed with the warlock, I just do the ranged melee attack, like celestial fire.
Yeah, I was going to, but like, I did obviously a couple of practice runs, and it was
Mm-hmm.
like, don't change what you've been doing,
Yeah. That dungeon will make you like second guess what you're
Yeah,
using, what you're doing.
and like, I don't know, like since we've been like, numbers have been going up in streams and stuff, like the backseating barriers are just getting, especially
Yeah.
on TikTok, especially on TikTok.
Yeah. I mean, it's so and so uses this. I watch someone use this. This way's better. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, it's what they always say that the more people that watch your content, the bigger the magnifying glass, and
yep,
it comes with it.
it's fine.
But
I just pretend I don't know what I'm doing.
yeah.
Honestly, it keeps chat moving, so.
It keeps chat moving. Yeah. You're right there, right on the edge of the partner app, huh?
We're getting there. Like the thing is that it's I'm trying not to like it's a goal in my mind, but I'm not pushing it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Don't do the partner push title.
because like for me it's just one of them, like I'll get it when I get it. It's not gonna change anything for me. It's just I'm gonna be honest, that check mark means nothing. It's just a goal.
I mean, yeah, now I mean,
It's like any other goal
me
to
and me
me.
and
Like we
friends
hit
have talked about this before. Like, there's really no like hype because like when I got partnered, like there was no sub button. So when you got
no.
partnered, you got your sub button. I literally got my sub button the day before I got partnered. Twitch offered me the affiliate, and I turned it down because I didn't want that
Yeah.
sub button unless I earned it. And different era, but that was
Yeah, way different.
2017. But like now, it's like now you don't even get the 70/30. You got to earn it with the Partner Plus
Yep.
program. I think what's nice about the being a partner though is the check mark saying you did it, encoding options for
It's
viewers,
a validation thing more than anything.
validation. Yeah, but
Um
just don't do what some people do and get that check mark and get lazy.
Yeah, dude. Like for me, it's just a goal. You know what I mean? It's a list of goals I write down. Like wanted to get 1,000 members in Discord this year.
Hmm.
Like it's the same thing. It's no different. Because I don't want to get to 75 and stop for the partner. I want to keep going. So,
Yeah, I mean it's a
and I'm
grind.
more bothered about TikTok and YouTube if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I mean it's doing the multi-platform grind is not easy.
It's not, bro. I'm exhausted. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's
Like I get
consi-
on stream some mornings, like, 'cause I get on at like 7 a.m. Eastern,
mhm.
and I'm like, I'm dragging sometimes. I'm
Yeah,
dragging like.
I mean it gets to the point where you're just like, what day is it? You know,
Yeah.
I told chat like I felt like some days I wake up, eat breakfast, and then I'm laying down in my bed. I'm like, where did the day go? Like it's I'm waking up at 8 a.m., but I'm going to bed at like 1 a.m. and
Yep.
it's like
It was like, yeah, the days definitely do like, merge into one. Cause like somebody asked me, what's Zer got on? It was Wednesday, and I'm like trying to answer him saying, "Yo, chat, where's Zer?"
Yeah, because you didn't know it
It's like,
wasn't Friday.
I'm like, they're like, it's Wednesday, bro. He's not there.
Right, yeah. I mean, it's
I don't
well,
know.
yeah, with me it's been more just trying to mix in IRL more, like,
Yeah, I mean, I have been like advised to like do some more like even just like tweets, you know what I mean? Like about the day that I do. But man,
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm with you on this one. I cannot stand going on Twitter.
I you know,
Going on there makes me miserable, and I don't wake up in the morning to make myself miserable.
yeah. I mean, some days I'll be like, "Hey, today I'm gonna piss off Twitter," you know. But
Yeah.
you know, sometimes when something good happens or something's on my mind, I'll tweet it. But I just really would just rather avoid Twitter because I don't
I
know,
don't
man.
know.
It's just become a weird place, you know.
It's just people complaining. Like that's all it is. It's just somewhere to complain in a public forum. That's it.
Yeah, I feel like every platform's like that now, though, because it happens on Twitch, it happens on YouTube, Kick, it happens on TikTok.
Mhm.
It's everywhere. I mean, we're just in the complaining meta now,
Yeah.
the sponge
Because I
phase.
was so it was what was it? It was a few weeks ago. The Iron Banner, the game mode that got changed.
Yeah.
Now I haven't played PvP in probably 2-3 months. I go in there for like, okay, this new strand trace rifle. I'm gonna play trials tomorrow, so I'm gonna try and get my trace rifle. You know,
Hmm.
but I only play when I want something.
Hmm.
And I went in. I was trying to get my Reese-Walker for speedrunning that I want, and I had a ton of fun. I was playing with chat. We had a great time, and I see everybody complaining on Twitter about this game mode. I'm
Yeah.
like, and then literally not 2 hours later, it gets changed, and I see some people complaining about control being the game mode. Like, just I don't know. When does it become a point where you just stop? Where you just stop playing it?
Yeah. I
I
mean
don't
that
know.
that new Iron Banner game mode was I think it was fine, but running back to go plant the moats or the engrams, was really annoying. Like it should have just been
I
designed
do
as kill.
agree.
Just
Yes.
make it kill confirmed. Like they,
Mhm.
they've done that in the past.
Yeah.
You kill someone, you go pick up the engram, you confirmed it. If
Supremacy in that, don't we really already have that
yeah,
supremacy
yeah,
game mode?
yeah, but
Yeah.
that's all they would have needed. But then they added the turrets, and then if you kill some peeps, then you're maxed out at 10, and then you got to run back to your base and plant it. But like, good luck trying to plant it because they're all waiting for you.
Camping it,
Like, go
yeah.
ahead,
Like yeah.
stasis
Don't get me
turrets.
wrong. I agree with what they're saying. I just don't think like I try and think of it from a mental mindset. Like
Mhm.
if this makes you miserable, like why do it?
Yeah,
I always do that. Like I struggle mentally all the time, and I try and cut out the things that make me feel like that,
yeah. I mean,
and don't
that's
think about what happened yesterday. I just don't get it.
yeah. I
Kind of
mean,
baffles me.
well, I mean that's it's kind of the mentality we're at right now, even with gaming, no matter what game you're playing. Oh, if you don't like this
Mhm.
game, why do you play it? If you don't like this build, why do you use it? Like that's like the most common thing now of what I
Yeah.
hear is, oh, well, if you think Bonk Titan's so broken, don't use it. It's like, dude, that's the worst take ever,
Such a
you know?
like,
But that's like,
dude.
that's where Destiny is right now, and it's,
If I had a dollar for every time someone told me not to use something because it's meta or something like that, I won't be streaming. I can tell you that.
yeah.
I'll be sipping pina colada somewhere, bro.
That's yeah. People just act like it's so easy, and they're like, oh, if Destiny's dying, I had a comment on TikTok video. The guy's like, this guy's
Go get a
career's
real job, bro.
this guy's career's over in 2024. Destiny's gonna be dead. I'm like, you really think that some content creators can't survive if they don't play the game? Like it's like I don't know, man. But at least we got some good stuff coming. We got the exotic bow. I really hope this mission's good.
I'm
It
more worried
just
about the mission than I am the bow.
well, it scares me because I didn't know this, but the bow is designed like Revision Zero. It's got like four
Yeah.
different catalysts.
Well, I like that because it adds replayability to the game. It keeps the game healthy.
Does it though? I mean, you're
Not
literally
for
just
people
gonna.
like me and you, but like people who are logging once a week,
Well, I mean,
Andes
if
as you would
if you
call them.
just
Yeah.
see like, let's just we'll just use any gun for an example. Let's just say there's a new gun. It's got the same thing as the bow, and it's. I mean, what would be the best catalyst on a bow? Draw time, right? Or like reload, art.
Maybe like Archer's Tempo,
Archer's
but that's
tempo. So
like
let's just say one of those catalysts is Archer's tempo. The other ones aren't going to be just as good because it's a bow. So you're literally just going to do the catalyst for that one perk, and that's it.
mm.
You know?
So for it to be good, in my opinion, so we have the artifact mod this season where you pick up an orb, we get unraveling rounds.
Yeah.
It needs to break a barrier in one shot.
It needs to break a barrier in one shot. If it doesn't,
If it doesn't, people are just gonna use Wish Under.
Wish Under. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'll tell you that like right now, because I will be doing probably
I think it should break a
hundreds of
barrier in
GMs
one
this
shot
season. It's
without
an
the
exotic,
unraveling.
bro.
It's an exotic. So
Yeah.
it should break in one shot without the unraveling. So with the unraveling, it's going to be interesting because, to my knowledge, doesn't unraveling rounds like mess with a barrier to not put their shield up again?
Yeah, it's kind of like
It's like a
it's like Jolt in a way.
yeah, like a jolt. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that, in my opinion, would be cool. And the bow is supposed to be cool. It's gonna suspend targets. Maybe like, you know, puppeteer, hunter coming back, and ambient leap titan. Those builds could definitely make a return. So, because I mean, we all know, like, if you could suspend the room and suspend big targets, even though they nerfed the time, it's still busted. It's great,
Yeah.
and it sets up finishers. Sets up Cenotaph Warlocks. Like if you do a GM with Cenotaph Warlock and then, two Strand Titans or a Strand and a Hunter, like a Strand Hunter or Strand Titan, it's GG.
Yeah. I really want the meta to shift. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean,
if you're running stacked, you're on Titans, and if you don't, you honestly just toss in at this point. Like,
well, it
unless
also
you just wanted to
depends.
get it done.
It also depends what people want. Are they trying to get exotics? So like, if if your friend needs solar or like a warlock exotic, maybe the other two guys run Titans and destroy everything, but because we used to do that before back in the day. We'd be like, all right, you get 5 runs on your hunter, and then I get 5 runs on mine. Like we would switch it up.
Yep.
So that way
and
we
I
were
think
like,
Cenotaph needs nuking. I'd say I'm sorry, Warlocks, but it needs nerfing. That thing is broken as hell.
I thought there'd be a cooldown on that, but the fact that it's just,
I mean, there is a little bit, but it's like
not
2 seconds.
Yeah, it's like 2 seconds.
It shouldn't stack with other Warlocks. That's the thing.
It stacks with other Warlocks.
Like, when we were running quota speeds, we had 5 of us mark it, and it pops out like 5 heavy bricks for us.
Yeah.
Them 2 first nights you spawn, 5 marked, and 1 person gallied.
Yeah.
Done. And we had heavy bricks everywhere for the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's just.
But that's the thing, though. People aren't using that kind of build.
No, they're not using it. No, they're not.
All the broken stuff in the game, like a lot
say.
of players just don't even use it,
So
or they don't even know about it.
Yeah, this is one of the things I always say, right? And I hate saying this because it makes me, some people don't like me for saying it. Elitist, 1%er, all that sort of stuff, and I can't stand those words. I hate them. Right? Is people come in and they're asking for help, right? And I tell them what to run, but they're going to go, well, only 1%. Well, how do you think I got to be able to use that? You think I just woke up one day and thought, was it okay at the video game to be able to do that?
Mm-hmm.
I sucked.
Yeah.
And you just play it. Just keep playing it and playing it and playing it. You'll be bad for a little bit. It's like learning M&K. How bad were you when you first started M&K, Clyde?
I was really bad. I chicken shitted out. I didn't do Leviathan on PC on mouse and keyboard. Mm-hmm. So when it dropped on PC, I did all my leveling. I never picked up the sticks, but when we started messing around and we started messing around with the raids and stuff, like I was like, man, I don't know. Because we were running, because like we did it as a meme where like, hey, when Leviathan drops on PC, we're just going to do a really super fast speed run just to get
Mhm.
our name up on the raid report, and we did. We finished first. That's what was funny. Like,
Yeah.
we did it in like 25 minutes. I mean, we were cooking. And
Yeah.
we used Cupbearer to kill Callus. But I was just like, just to do it for a meme, I'm not gonna play on mouse and keyboard. But I struggled. Took me
I
about
struggled.
took me about 2 months to like be really comfortable on mouse and keyboard.
Yeah. I did a trio DSC to learn mouse and keyboard. I was in there 12 hours.
That'll do it.
Yeah. 12 hours, and I couldn't because I couldn't hear my heritage at Tanix.
Yeah. Oh man, I missed the swaps.
Oh, don't. We'll get chat triggered, man. You elitists taking your quick swaps away. I always send they always, when they ask though, they always say stuff like that we need help, and like these things are easy for you, that are hard for us. And I'll ask them, what are you using? And then they'll tell me like when match game was a thing, right? And corrupted was a lot harder.
Mm-hmm.
Someone came into chat and said to me, "This is hard for me though. It's still hard for me. It's easy for you." I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, "Well, what's your loadout?" And they say they're running double primary. One of them's hard light. No wonder you're struggling. Like,
Yeah.
mix it up a little bit.
I found out that like even though you're like helping people, like for some reason, like the content creators get a bad name for that. Like if a trials streamer is carrying a viewer and that
Mhm.
viewer shows up with a PvE loadout, you know, like in my opinion, like someone should be like, hey, what should I run? Like what's good for this weekend? But not a lot of people will do that. So, you know, I feel like the person that's coming to get trials help should be running bubble or like
Yeah.
that way it's like benefiting the two sweaty players, and like sometimes I've seen PvP like streamers get chewed out for that, telling people what to run. They're like, oh, let them run whatever they want, they're just here. And same thing with PvEs, like when we're helping people and like, first run we're like, hey, whatever, let's do a GM, let's see what happens.
See how it goes.
But
Yeah.
then once you realize like, all right, these champions aren't dying, we're running out of ammo, how can we optimize? Sometimes when you like, I've had times over the years where I've told people to run certain stuff and they're just like, no, I don't want to. And I'm like, okay, because
Yeah.
sometimes nowadays I've seen stuff where people are like, join up, must have this
Oh,
on. Like you got to run a certain loadout to play, and I'm like, oh, like, hey, but I get it.
dude.
It's all about efficiency.
Someone says to me that you should make them use this or like that. I'll make them put the worst loadout I can just to
Exactly.
pull them through it. I know I'm that type. I'm petty like that. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
man,
lie.
be petty and make them throw on the dog shit loadout. And
I'll drag them through it.
yeah,
I've done it too many times.
dude. I was doing those Master Vog helps, and people were running sidearms.
Dude, I'm just glad we don't have to repair armor in this thing. Otherwise, Omnioculus had gone through some right mats for me.
Yeah.
Imagine having to repair stuff like in an MMO.
Well, I think that would be way too extent for a game like Destiny, like repairing your gear like Diablo. And, yeah, like
Could you imagine?
yeah, there'd be a lot of
That'd
it. I mean,
be-
people, it's already a struggle right now with currency in the game, because like I feel like a lot of people struggle with getting
I
certain
don't
materials.
understand.
Well, it's just because they don't know. I mean, there's nothing
True.
there's nothing that implements in the game, like like
Mm.
like when I made my Larry account. I'm telling you, this was a pain, man, and I don't know if anyone else can relate. I'm sure people can, but when I was leveling up Larry, I had some good stat armor, but I realized when I was doing the legendary campaign, I had to go from 1600 to 1770. When you beat those missions, you get upgrade modules. But when you
Yeah.
go from 1770 trying to grind all the way to 1800 to get to that soft cap, you don't really have any materials on your account to get upgrade modules. And thankfully, by doing, some of the seasonal challenges and doing some bounties, you're able to get bright dust.
Oh, so you're saying like
I went
to
into
buy them.
Yes.
Eververse things.
I went into Eververse and I had to spend my Bright Dust to get upgrade modules because I couldn't get them. I did not have enough cores. I didn't have enough materials on my account. You burn through so much stuff leveling, and you know, yeah, you can like put your high stuff on, but like that means I'm running around like you know, I was doing end game stuff. So why do I want to run around with 5 resilience? You know, and you know, the matter
Yeah.
gem is really good. Like, you know, I'm telling you guys right now, like that is the strat because all I did is I just popped one. I remember I was doing Ghost of the Deep because I was running
Wow.
that every week while I was leveling.
It's just a chance to drop one, or does it guarantee you drop
Dude,
from like
I
a
did the
boss or?
entrance of Ghost of the Deep, and by the time we finished that encounter, I had 13 upgrade modules. I was, and think about how much materials it would cost to get 13 upgrade modules. I was juiced. I'm like,
What's it cost now for an upgrade module from Banshee?
I don't know the exact. I mean, can anyone tell us what it is? But it's
It's on the game.
expensive. I closed my game, so
Yeah, I don't have.
it's
Dude, I
it's
finished my 5 hours earlier, and that game's turned off.
it's not cheap, and I think that's what people struggle with is having enough materials. You know, like I was telling Chat today, like you can buy alloys now at Banshee or sorry at Raoul. It
You
costs
can buy upgrade modules from him as well.
no, you could buy the alloys like the oranges, the craft. You
Oh,
can
yeah, you can
buy
buy
on
3 now, right?
you could buy unlimited. You just use
No way.
prisms and glimmer. Yeah, he's just got them sitting there cooking.
How come no one's told me about this, bro?
You didn't know
No, I've been farming alloys to get my enhanced perks, bro. I got so much.
that?
Well, that's that. To be fair, that's why I'm so happy about dying in the flawless. I'm running out of content. I need gems.
You can buy 3 at the discounted per week, but then there's a section underneath it that's like white, and you can just keep clicking it. You need prisms, but I told people
Need
like
prisms?
you
Dude,
need
I do 100
prisms.
GMs a week. We'll be fine.
Well, right, but you know, like I was gonna make a clip on that. Um, I'm gonna
What's
make
double? Is it double nightfall rewards next week?
it's double nightfall rewards and double rep. So like next week, people should be farming those engrams and just letting them sit there. So when that new GL breach launcher drops, you just spam.
Oh god,
Even
we're
though
on to
it's
that subject of the new GL.
yeah, that thing's copium. If people have forbearance, it's gonna be better, but we'll see.
Hot take: Destiny 2 needs a yearly sunset.
I was actually just saying this earlier. I said
Crafted weapons should last you a year, and then you should lose them.
I just said this earlier. I said when Final Shape drops, Bungie needs to nuke all the current stuff, and you know the community wouldn't have it, but it.
Wanna know why you complain, everybody? Because no new guns are coming out that you like.
Well, it's
You've
not
got
that.
something already in the slot.
It's not that, but it's also like when people tune in on Final Shape Day 1 and they see what you're using, they're like, dude, these guys are using weapons that I used 3 years ago. There's nothing new in the
No,
game. I'm good. I hear that message anytime there's a new season, anytime there's new content. People are like, you're still using Callus Mini Tool? I'm like,
they're
yeah,
right though.
yeah.
You know, when
Yep.
you think about it, right? They've got this new. What is it? Final shape. They've got that new like archetype coming out where the gun you can heal your teammates with it.
Yeah.
With restoration, devourer, and woven mail, like you're gonna use it.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, because I ain't wasting my time trying to heal you when I can just kill the ads with a 4 Baron shot.
I think we to touch more on that topic though, I think that window is passed though. They can't do it. I know it. I know people might not agree with what we just said, but
hmm
it's gone. Like that idea's gone out the window. They needed to do it when they sunset stuff, and that you know everything they sunset, they sunrised. Everything's back. The only thing that's not in the game is the black armory weapons, and then the other ones,
Oh, they're coming, bro.
the other ones. What's the sundial weapons? Those are the only 2 weapons that haven't been brought back yet.
Which ones are the sundial ones? Is that like steel feather?
Sundial was that crazy.
It's not Marty's, is it?
No, it's the It was that one crazy gun. I forgot what it was. Was it? What's it called? I know,
I
chat.
didn't play during sundial, so
There was a really good weapon that got sunset from Sundial.
Is it
Um,
Marty's Retribution, the wave
yes,
frame, right?
yes.
Dude,
That's what
that's coming back and it's gonna have incandescent. Telling you.
you think so.
Oh,
Yeah,
100%.
the steel repeater auto, that was a good one.
Still feather.
Perfect paradox. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and you know what? Everyone's gonna eat it up, bro. Nostalgia wins everything and sells.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Bungie did do good with Dragon's Breath. Like we all thought it was going to be copium, and it's actually really good. You know, the fact that
I
it.
love how I seen everybody who plays D2 though say like, "Oh, it's a reskin of Hothead." Bro, Hothead was a reskin of Dragon's Breath.
Yeah, yeah. Hothead was a reskin of Dragon's Breath.
Like,
Yeah,
where you been?
yeah, that was funny. But I mean, I don't know. We're more on the page of what's next. We know that we got GMs coming up. We know we got this bow. We know that we got Guardian games, Moments of Triumph, this new Into the Light quest. I'm pretty much waiting for Into the Light because it's something that we've never done before, and that's not coming until what, April, May. So
April through
yeah,
June, I believe,
yeah,
right?
April. Yeah, it's like
Do
April.
we know anything about this?
No, Bungie said they're not going to talk about it until next year. So I mean, January, February, they'll start hyping it up, but um,
Well, Blackburn said it's going to include something for new lights and for veterans, right?
yes. But I mean, I think they did the right thing recently with the Fire Team Finder, keeping it.
Dude, that's a dub.
Yeah, I mean, it's really good. Like, I don't care what anybody says, but they knocked it out of the park. They do need to add some little quality of life stuff there, like more tags and but it's great. Like once people accept it and once people do it, you just join each other's fire team and you go.
Oh, actually, I've got one negative. They put a fire team finder in so everybody can be included in the end game, right?
Yeah.
But then the Guardian ranks, I think.
The Guardian rank filter.
The ego on the Guardian rank, bro.
I mean, you just have to understand that they have to do that. So
it's my only downside for me, in my opinion, because dude, I'm a rank 7. Like, am I bad at the game? I mean, I'm not the best, but like, you know what I mean?
7's
like,
cool as long as you're not a 10. You're good because a 10 means you're too lazy to do the final end game to get the 11.
Dude, I always have to do that shit. Somebody always drags me into it.
Yeah. But I think the filters are good though because it like what I noticed when I was using the Fire Team Finder is not a lot of people were using all the filters. They were just like mic, no mic. What's funny is like I was searching in English and I didn't get a lot of posts. I had to go to all language because a lot of people that do the Fire Team Finder, they're not specific about like most people don't care about comms. Most people are like, "Oh, we don't need comms." A couple runs I did on the dungeon, I was asking them, I'm like, "Do you guys want to do comms?" And they're like, "Nah, we're good." I'm like, "Okay." Like, so I get it.
Yeah,
But
some people just want to get on, do their shit, and get off.
well, what's good about the Fire Team Finder is there's no excuse for.
Well, there'll always be one.
Yeah, I mean, there will be, but there's just no excuse in my opinion.
On that one for a little bit, but I don't like.
Yeah.
Not to be mean, like, you don't put yourself out your comfort zone, you're never gonna get anywhere.
Well, yeah, I mean that happens a lot, especially in a game like Destiny, because I tell people
if you meet someone toxic, just leave and move on.
Yeah, I tell people. I mean that's like the number one like hard thing for players to do is meet friends and open up their social life and make friends and play together because everyone always you get those comments where people are just like, well, I'm a solo player and I get everything done, blah 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 blah. Well, yeah. But it's taking you a very long time to do it. It's it's
I might LFG Featherlight challenge through that,
Yeah. It's literally all about being efficient, I mean.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
I honestly couldn't grind Destiny alone. I couldn't.
No.
There's just
I don't
no
play
way.
it. I can't even play it offline these days. unless somebody like one of my friends, like I can play it for instance, like Obi, one of the boys go, you know, fancy just doing this gym with us or run a dungeon, just just chill with the boys in game.
Hmm.
Sure. Or you say, oh, you want to come help out with this challenge that we're doing today? Sure. But outside of that, I'll be on a different game, or I'm watching TV,
Right.
or I'm working on YouTube or TikTok or whatever.
Yeah. I mean,
But
it's
other than that,
what's up,
I am
Rob?
playing D2.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like it's definitely not like it used to be, in my opinion. You know, like I used to do solo grinds in Destiny all the time, like back in the day, like when you really needed to get stuff done, like when
Hmm.
you had to grind and grind, before like contest was a thing, you needed to grind for power level and get ready for those day one raids. Like, dude,
I miss those
I
days,
was
man.
I was grinding my nuts off. I'd be sitting in Discord with someone, but they were like, "Oh, you're doing the boring powerfuls.
Yeah,
I don't
but
want to
you know
join
what
up." So
though?
like, I'd
Like,
be doing my own stuff, or I'd be sitting in blind well farming primes, like, I mean, it
see, I didn't play like I was a casual Andy back then. Going to work, I'd got my 6 kids at home, my 2 wives. I
yeah.
can't play as much of these content creators. That was me back then.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. Oh, you said that message. Yeah. Well, that's another thing. Like, people think that you really have to grind the game hours and hours and hours a week to stay up to date in Destiny, and you don't. You know,
Just manage your time.
yeah, you just manage your time. And I've been teaching
Need
people
forbearance. It's Val week. Farm caretaker. Do that for
exactly.
your 2 hours that you've got of game time or hour of game time that you've got.
Yeah, I've been teaching people like how to use the scheduled LFG and like, it's Tuesday, but you're trying to play on Saturday. Like, you should be scheduling for Saturday, not posting in LFG looking for people to play right now. You know,
Yeah, schedule that shit.
schedule it, set up the schedule like it tells you how to do it in the Discord, and you'll have a team ready to go. And then Charlemagne just messages everybody right before it starts. It says, "Hey, join your fire team," and it's done. So I mean,
And you'll find as well, you'll find doing that so many times, the same people will probably join that same schedule, and then
now
you
you
probably
just
won't
made
ever have to
friends.
schedule it. Yeah,
You'll
and
never
they'll
have
be
to
just
do it
people
again.
you game with every week.
Yeah, I mean that's literally how I met my raid team when I first started playing. Like when I actually started playing the game on my own, I just LFG'd. I used to do LFG raids before work on reset because resets used to be at like 3, 4 in the morning, East Coast time,
God,
and I used to do like reset Kings Falls, and yeah, I LFG'd this one raid, and for a hard mode Kings Fall, we didn't wipe once. We did that shit in like 45 minutes, and it was like chill, having fun. And I'm like, all right, this is probably the best LFG raid I've ever done in my life. We all need to
yeah,
be friends, and we
yeah.
all six played together every week. And then we're like, hey, what if people don't start playing every week? We need to start making backups. So that's when
Yeah,
we're
people
like,
don't know how easy we've got it now.
so then then we all made a clan. It was called Kicking the Cabals. That was OG. And then we started adding like 3 or 4 players, 5 players. And then like if our solid 6 weren't on, we'd like have someone sub in and like, and I
Yeah.
get it. It's because right now people try and do that, but they get the seasonal Andes. People only come around when they need something. And that's just
Mhm.
something you're going to see in Destiny 2 forever. People
Yeah.
only come around when they want something, when they get the loot. They don't want to. I
The
mean,
difference is now it's easy to get everything, whereas back then it was
yeah,
you had to log on because you didn't just need the weapons that came from there. Once you got that weapon, you then had to upgrade that weapon, and the only way to upgrade it was from the raid.
yeah. But I
You
mean,
remember those with the energies?
yeah, that upgrade system is long gone. We don't need that no more. But I mean, they did a quality of life update with the crafting. Now you can just use all your materials and level it up.
I want that nuking so bad.
The what?
I want crafting out of the game so bad.
Yeah,
It ruins my grind.
yeah. I mean, it's like when we were just doing dawning. I'm sitting there farming essence. I'm farming cookies. I'm farming everything because I need those gift boxes because I'm farming an avalanche. I mean, yeah, I
Yeah.
played on the streamer servers that day and I popped that first engram and
Dude,
got the
I
god
saw you
roll.
drop that. rewind and target lock with it as well. I'm like,
Yeah,
this
rewind,
dog,
target lock, and then it has auto loading,
dude.
incandescent all
No,
in one. So like
yes,
that feeling, that's the grind I like, where you're just like, oh, you didn't get your roll, keep farming, and it's just like the trials weapons, it's like, oh, didn't get your roll, keep farming, but like, when
but
they've come
I
out
mean,
with a good,
trials and GMs are the last thing in the game what we can farm for new things.
yeah, but other stuff, you're just like, oh, whatever. Like, I didn't farm for it, but like watching the speedrunners and everyone doing solo Nez, they were trying to farm
Blowout.
the perfect rocket launcher blowout. Like
Hmm.
the grind that rocket launcher put on some people, like Crucible reset after Crucible reset, like
Yeah.
that's the grind. Even though you're doing some boring ass shit, you're grinding for something that you're wanting to get. Now it's just, hey, how can I get the red frame? What's the easiest way to
Speaking
get the
of,
red frame?
that's my next jail. Nez.
Oh,
Old
you'll
Nez.
smoke Nez now.
Oh, I
You
know
just
that. It's
fall
the
over.
running part that's hard. I
Ah,
like to extend content for them. I throw for content.
there's nothing
Just.
wrong with throwing for content. I mean, you wouldn't happen to have a PlayStation, would you?
I do.
Oh, why don't you play God of War?
This is a PS4,
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't
if
do
I'm
that.
being honest.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
I've still got Elden Ring to play, bro. I need to finish that off. I did like, how many bosses did I beat? I beat like 3 bosses, that's it so far.
Oh, you got a lot.
Yeah. I
Liza
need to get back
P,
into that.
Liza
I'm gonna
P.
be honest, I think the problem I'm having right now, playing other games, and I don't like, obviously, I'm guessing it's different for you because of where you are in
Yeah,
your like
no, yeah,
career.
where you're at, no.
Right now, like things are going good. I'm kind of just trying to ride a wave.
I did that.
And
I did that for 4 years, man.
like people are like, yeah, but you need to be happy. And I'm like, well,
No,
you have to. The way I look at it, this is my job. Nobody wants to go to work in the morning.
I try and explain that every day.
This
Streaming
is
is
my
not.
job. Like,
When you
I gotta
count
do it.
on it as your primary source of income, it's a job. And I literally ran myself into the ground for 4 years straight.
Hmm.
Every day, you know, I was doing nonstop grinding, nonstop raid helps because I just wanted to get my name out there.
Yep.
And it tired me out. It did. But like now, I just go, fuck it. If I want to take a day off, I do. And and I realized that like streaming 6 7 days a week is cool and all, but like you don't give your community any time to miss you. They just pop in and go,
Yeah.
hey man, how's it going today? What are you working on? Oh, you're doing this. All right, see you tomorrow. When they don't
Yeah.
see you for a couple days, they go, or like maybe you don't stream on Mondays and Wednesdays.
Yeah.
It gives them a reason to come in because maybe they didn't catch you on Tuesday. So you're off Monday, you're off Wednesday. Now they haven't seen you for all week. So when Thursday comes, they're coming in, hyping it up, and like, hey, how's your week been? I've always thought about that, and I've
Mhm.
even wanted to go. I've told
I take
myself,
2 days.
I told myself I want to go down to 5 days a week, but I just can't right now because I'm just like grind, grind, grind. And Lana wants to grind. She wants to keep grinding. She's
Lana's
doing.
popping off, dude.
Yeah. She's like about to unlock a new emote slot. That means she's
That's
like in her
awesome.
highest sub count. So she's doing great. I, she's like I thought I'm hard on myself. Luckily she's
Yeah.
not here right now. She's Christmas shopping with my mom, but she is hard on herself. Like you know,
Yeah.
and
Some people are.
and she just like oh they just walked in. Um, Even with the whole gamer subs thing, like when we were at TwitchCon, she's like, "Don't you dare speak to them for me," and I'm like, "Nah." Like she wanted to do it all on her own. She introduced herself to them. She introduced herself to the partnership manager. She reached out to him, Discord DM, set everything up on her own. Did not want my help, but I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
I respect it, So I'm in.
Well, it's that's probably a validation thing in itself anyway.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you don't want. I know I wouldn't want that.
Oh, you should see the comments. People that don't even know that we're together, and she'll upload a TikTok with me in it, and they're like, "Wow, she's just playing with Clyde for clout." I'm like, "What?" These guys,
God,
dude,
the clout. When are anybody gonna know that like playing with a like, I'm just gonna be honest right now, Clyde. Like playing with a big streamer don't do shit for you.
It don't.
It don't do shit for you.
No. It,
It's it's cool. And like when I first met Clyde, when I stopped playing, was I like, you know what? Is this cool to play with this big streamer? Of course. You know what I mean?
right.
You know, it's somebody who's like a peer, you know, bigger than you. You know, you can ask advice if you want, you know, because you become friends and stuff like that. Yeah, all that's cool. Like, it don't do anything for you. It's still on you to do the grind.
Yeah. He didn't want to stream chat. He didn't want to stream when he played with me, and I'm like, dude, turn the damn stream on. Like,
No,
you
I
know,
wasn't there to grow at that point. I was there to
because
game
that's what
and
I
help.
did when I first met like James Work and everybody when I was up and coming. I didn't stream. I asked for
Yeah,
it.
I didn't want to come across
I
like that.
asked for permission after a few times. It's like I saw him doing the same thing. I'm like, hey, I did that, but I'm like, hey, crank that shit on, turn it on. You know, we're sitting here doing Fate Bringers and Master
Dude, it was Master
Vogs, and
Val, bro.
we're doing Master Vow. We're doing all this balding content. I'm like, turn the shit on, you know, because that's how you're supposed to do it. You know, like nowadays people are just like, yo, let's play together and collab and let's steal each other's viewers. You know, that's honestly the rat-like behavior that we see now, but it's
Yeah,
it's a it's a lot different. But no, I mean
I
you're
don't want
doing.
to ever come across like that. I don't want to.
No, I think you're doing it right. I mean, you know, you just got the PC upgrades. You know, you're multi-platforming now. I mean, you know,
Yeah,
you're seeing the grind how it you know
I
each.
hate TikTok so much, but I can't stop streaming on it.
Yeah, I mean the reason why I stopped doing the TikTok lives is because my lives were getting reported.
Oh,
So
I mean, I'm not gonna go too in depth with this, but I did get a week ban on there.
yeah, oh, you're everybody gets the bans.
Did you hear why though?
Mm-mm,
Did you not? So
mm-mm,
I had Evil Monkey and VC lying in a GM with me.
mm-hmm.
Just after that GM, my TikTok got took down.
I mean those guys are pieces of shit.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, just
Scumbags.
just, you know.
No, I mean, I was literally talking about my final straw was when I was talking. I was on a TikTok live and I was um talking about a build. I was talking about a Titan build and
Mhm.
TikTok removed my live saying that I was talking about guns.
Oh, yeah. I
They said I
mean,
was
it's
talking
an
about firing
automated thing,
arms.
right?
Yeah, it's just a bot that listens, and then actually started seeing the TikTok live affect my videos. Like it was affecting. Like
Oh,
I felt like my videos were getting like a weird algorithm, so I stopped the
okay.
lives, and but it's good. It's good for exposure. You know,
It's honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it's growing the Twitch side massively.
yeah,
So
yeah. I
like
mean,
this month
there's
alone,
so
we've had like 150 new people in the stream. So
there's so many tools nowadays for content creators to grow. I mean, shit, you know, I hate to say it, but I mean, there's people that pay for stuff because I don't know if everyone knows this, but like you can make a TikTok video and pay for it promoting. Like you can promote that clip and get get views, so you can pay for views. People do that now. People do that for their content. They do that. They buy followers. They view bot. Like it's crazy now.
the view button, bro, in the Destiny 2 directory.
Yeah, it's starting to make its way through here, but I mean, it always has been over the years, but I got that
So
little downloaded thing now, and
yeah, I seen that.
I click on people's shit. And I'm like, wow, 18% viewership. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
That opened my eyes a little bit and also makes me sit there and think I'm grinding my ass off every single day.
Yep,
And and I think you'll agree with me on this. I would grow more if I was higher up in the directory because people would see me first.
they see you first. I agree, but there's
Because I know me
also
as a viewer, you click on the biggest streamer, you know what I mean?
well, there's a lot of people that don't like to interact with big streamers. I got
Mhm.
that a lot when I was an up and comer back in the day. They were like, I don't like hanging out in the big Twitch streamers chats. It's too hectic. I'd rather come and watch a up and comer. It's more chill and I have a better chance of playing with you. So, and I've
True.
actually had people not be part of my community anymore because I blew up. when I grew and grew, and people were like, "Nah, dog, I'm a $4.99 sub, and you're not helping me with my 3 raids anymore." I mean, that was literally a
I ain't helping
message.
you with the 3 raids anyway for a 499 sub.
Yeah, that's what one guy messaged me. He literally said that. He said, "I'm a
But
sub. I deserve my 3 weekly raids a week." And I said, "Take that 4.99 and shove it up your ass."
yeah,
And he was
this
he was
pay me
a he was a
this
day one
this
sub. He had a founder's badge. I'm like,
499 for 3 raids, dude.
All
That's
right.
gonna take me an hour and a half. I won't pay more than 499 an hour. Time valuable.
It was interesting, but I'm just like, wow, like that. But that's how the service streamer is. Unfortunately, in Destiny,
Yes.
that's what everybody starts out at. And they start out as a service streamer. They help the community. They
Hmm.
blow up, and then they kind of go, all right, what now? I didn't have the ball. It
Yeah.
took me 4 years to have the balls to really be like, hey, I'm gonna do
So
whatever I
while I
want.
enjoy it, I'll keep doing it. Once I
Yeah,
don't
no,
enjoy
yeah,
it,
you
that's
got to
when I'll stop.
keep doing it until it's just not enjoyable no more. Or I always tell people like double dip, make make those TikToks live on Twitch so people can laugh at you. You know,
Hmm.
if you need to make some YouTube shit, make it on stream.
Well, I've actually been asked this a couple times recently, like from people who are even smaller than I am. I'm not exactly a big streamer,
Right?
but like they're like, how do you go in? How do you get clips out on other platforms and all this sort of stuff? Like Twitch actually has it built in the
Yeah,
thing
Twitch
for
has
you
it
now.
built in now, so you can
Like
just upload it straight away to a YouTube short or TikTok. Yeah,
like we did a Lightblade one where like at the beginning those 2 barriers you can leave them, like you send
you just
Lightblade
leave
and
them.
just skip past him,
Hmm.
skip past them all and despawn them all.
Hmm.
Like that took me 10 seconds to make, and people think you need some crazy editor and all that. Like you don't.
No,
That's just when you start investing in yourself to be able to do more.
I mean back in the day, I mean people have to realize like everybody started somewhere. Like Mr. Beast's
Hmm?
theory is upload 100 videos and then start worrying about what 101 and 102 look like and how you can make them
Yeah.
look better. But it's all about getting your content out. I can tell you right now, like all the sweaty PVE guys, I can't really compare the PvP guys because it's not like they were. I mean, some of them might have uploaded just a raw Crucible game with no edits, but a lot of the PvE guys, like up and comers back in the day, 2017, 18, 19, they were just uploading raw footage of the Nightfall that they were doing. But they would just be like Nightfall speedrun. And it would just be the whole,
Yeah.
like, no edits, no nothing, just raw footage. And I've done that in the past on my YouTube. I've just uploaded raw footage of just something cool,
Yep.
just ripped it straight from stream and uploaded it, and it actually did well. Like, you don't need all that crazy stuff.
There's so much stuff online that helps you now
Yeah, there is,
compared to
because
like
editing's not cheap. I
before.
mean, I
It's not.
I fork out a lot of money for editing.
Like there's like I know when I make a build video now and I'm having to edit it myself, I literally just record it all on stream.
Oh,
Because that's what your stream's there for.
mm,
You know what I mean? And when you upload that on YouTube, and I think Clyde, you do this where you record your videos on stream a lot,
mm.
you know, it also creates a FOMO. So your YouTube viewers then, oh, he does that with his chat.
He does that with his
I'm gonna,
chat. I'm gonna funnel in. Oh,
yeah,
oh, he's
it's
got
not.
he's
It
got the short
adds
form TikToks. I'm gonna go watch those.
there's probably I can name like 100 YouTubers that do Destiny builds, right?
Yep,
And they're just a Destiny build connoisseur.
yep.
But you watch a Clyde video, or even one of mine, or like Sweat, for instance, you can see the streamer's personality, and that's what's different.
Yeah, but I mean, those guys like I can think of one right now that I could just name like Plunder. He's got a cheat code. He just uploads
Yeah.
shit. He kills it. He's probably got a side job he does too.
I bet. Yeah, he does really well on YouTube.
Yeah,
His
just kills
videos are
it.
good, well edited as well.
Just kills it. And some people
Hater does really well too.
some people just want that. They just want that spotlight for that reason. They don't want to stream. Because I mean, honestly,
Nope.
like, cause I mean, if I could sit here and if I could snap my fingers right now and someone's like, "Hey, do you want your career that you have now or blow up on YouTube?" I've done this for so long. I'd rather be a streamer because I like talking to people and I like checking on people and I like entertaining.
Mm.
But when you got that YouTube cheat code where, some Gsxrclyde shit where you just upload you reading the TWAB and 300,000 people watch that video, that's just some fucking just straight up cheat code money glitch, and I respect
I
him
saw
for it.
him. I saw Cross's tweet actually looking for another editor. I'm
Yeah.
like, this guy, dude, is just
Yeah.
printing.
Just he's just printing money, and I respect it. I mean, he's got the when you got the money rolling in, and you can just fork it out. I would do the same thing.
There's a lot of people like they see it and they like all they instantly think is, oh, this guy plays video games for a living. Oh, we
No,
don't.
I
The
respect
half of
it.
Gsxrclyde's videos is somebody else's footage.
Yeah, like I respect Cross a lot. Like anyone that grinds like
he's
that,
a grinder.
anyone that grinds like that, even if you don't do well. There's some people that I know in content creation that grind their nuts off and they don't get the recognition they deserve. But I still respect it because they're grinding their nuts off and they're not complaining, because I was like that probably the first 2 years of my career. I was always comparing myself to others. And it's just normal feeling as a content creator. You're just like, why am I not
100%.
this? Why am I not doing this?
Competitive world.
Yeah, what am I doing wrong? Should I stream? Should I not stream? I mean, I had a fucking epilogue there. I mean, it was like, do I sell my company or do I stream? Like I took a risk, but holy shit, like it could have ended badly for me. Like, I mean, I sunk everything in. I started losing accounts. I mean, I remember I lost a $40,000 a year account because of streaming. And because they told me, they literally called me and they're like, the performance of your guys' work on our property is just not there. It was like a condominium. It was huge.
Yeah.
Huge condos. I mean, there was like, had to be at least 80 units. And, we maintenance the whole thing. And yeah, they dropped me. And like, when that happened, I'm like, oh shit. Maybe I need to focus on work more, but maybe I need to focus on streaming. I was just.
Okay, I'm just making sure we have the same definition of what a condo is.
A what?
Because I'm in England, aren't I? So I'm making sure like a condo is the same as what it is over here.
Like a townhouse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a townhouse to us, like where it's like houses that are joined together, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. See there, that's just called a terraced house.
Got it.
It's not a condo. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's townhomes, there's condos, there's different stuff, but yeah, it's it's weird that I don't know what happened, but I just like snapped my fingers and I just told myself like, grow the fuck up, stop
If you
worrying
didn't
about
start
what
streaming though, do you think you'd still be in the same job or what?
I think if I would have not started streaming, I would have pursued and stayed a general contractor, and I would have just kept investing into real estate. I mean, I was on the verge of starting to buying homes back in 2016 and 15, and I should have, because holy fuck. People that bought in that time fucking raked it in, but
and you can't think that what ifs though, man. It's
yeah,
like,
you can't think the what if.
What if I bought that Bitcoin back then?
Oh yeah, I mean I had that story too. Yeah, I mean my buddy, I told it on stream. I don't know if you heard it, but yeah, my buddy, when Bitcoin like started coming up on the map, and it was, I don't know, it was low. It was like $20 a coin. My buddy called me and he's like, look. He's like, I know about this Bitcoin. He's like, not a lot of people know about this, but I'm going in. He's like, I sold everything I owned. I liquefied all my cash. I'm going 50K deep right now. He's like, I'm going all in.
Damn,
he's like, I took cash advances. I maxed out all my credit cards. He's like, I'm going all in. And I'm like, at the time, I probably had, I don't know, $5,000 sitting around. Because he's like, oh, take a loan out on your business and, borrow on your assets. I'm like, there's no way I'm doing that. I'm not going to fold my company. Like, I'm going to be responsible here. And I'm like, I just can't. Like, I need cash flow. Like, I just can't. That fucker still texts me about once a year, just sending me photos of his private yacht and how he lives on the, islands. Yeah, I mean, he cashed the fuck out.
I know what I'd tell him.
Yeah.
I know where he can put his yacht.
Yeah, yeah, no. There's been a couple times where I've told him like, dude, just let it go, and he's like, no, man, you should have listened. I'm like, I
Oh
wasn't.
no shit! I should have listened.
Well, no shit, but it's all a
Oh
risk. It's
man.
all a risk, but I mean, no, I mean, I actually
Man.
like now that I think about it, like just growing up, doing everything I've done in life, all the hard labor I've done over the years, like I wouldn't trade this job for nothing, but it is
Uh,
exhausting, you know.
I've led a completely different life to you. I know
It's exhausting. But I just think
that.
about the bad. I'm like, dude, you could go be doing rebar and doing construction and fucking being the bitch of the crew for 10 hours a day, or you could sit in your chair and play video games. Like it's not that
Yeah,
bad, you
I've
know.
been there and done it, bro. Laying fiber cable in sewer drains. I'm
Yeah,
good.
it's dude, you're
With
miserable.
rats and yep, no. It's
Yeah.
throwing it down with rain.
It's
Uh-uh.
just not it's not there for me, but it's it's a lot. You know, sometimes, I've thought about it, like I think a couple times I've thought like, maybe I should just take 2 weeks off. Like a 2 week cook and just sit off and just chill and like be totally off the internet. Like not even on Twitter, nothing. Just go dark.
Just literally
But I'm just
disconnect.
like, I don't need that. And I'd be bored, you know? I'd
Yeah.
be bored. Like, 'cause I'd just be like, because there's times where I'll take days off and I'll just be chilling. And like Lana will be up on her PC drawing and I'm like watching TV. And then we're both just like looking at each other like, what's there to
Should
do?
have streamed.
You
Should have
know?
streamed today.
Yeah, should have streamed today because, I mean, we could go out and do stuff, but like, there's only like, if we don't have a certain reason to leave the house, there's no point to, It's
Well,
like,
it's also like it's different for you guys because you have to look at it as a business from a business standpoint.
mhm.
You're taking the day off, and in terms of you don't in terms of cash flow anyway. You don't want that money going out,
Yeah,
so you don't go out. No money's coming in if you're not on the PC.
yeah. And especially, it's like, I'm trying to bust my ass the rest of the year because I'm like, about to get bent over by the taxes. So
Ooh, I mean, I don't earn enough yet, so I'm alright.
you'll get there. You'll get there.
So,
It's just not fun. But I mean, it's like,
and it's
uh,
fine, because I live with my parents. I rent the office from my mom and dad. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. I feel like I hate to be the burden here, and this isn't talking down to you at all.
hmm
But like, I really think I see this a lot. Like, people really don't know what it's like to be a content creator and being out on your own. Like, you're paying your mortgage, you're paying everything, you're paying
Yep.
everything to support you for the month, and still making enough to cover your ass. Like, I see that a lot. Like, it's like a new thing now. Like, either content creators are living together,
Yeah.
also they're living at home, because it's a lot. Like, people don't have insurance. People don't have the 401ks. Like, I mean, you could pay into that.
Yeah.
You can right now. You can make a phone call and start your own 401k. You could start your
Yeah.
own whatever. But I mean, it's a little
I mean,
different over with you. I
it's a
think. I
little
think you
different for me.
you guys get like
We
free
have the
medical.
NHS.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have the NHS. Like, it's a little different for me. Like, if I was in the situation, if so, imagine COVID didn't hit, I wouldn't be doing this right now.
COVID was actually really huge for content creators because everybody was home and
Uh,
they were bored. I mean, dude, I
yeah,
I made money off COVID, which was crazy.
yeah.
Like,
So I lost my job,
yeah.
and the only reason I was back at home was because my ex-missus left me.
Hmm.
So I had to move back there while I saved up money to move out
Hmm.
while I was working. I lost my job due to COVID, and I had nothing. I had literally nothing.
Right.
Couldn't find a job. You know what I mean? So what did I do? Started streaming. Started trying to make some money other ways. I had to get rid of my car, and
Hmm.
now I live okay, and I'm comfortable. I'm happy,
Uh,
and I'm gonna be honest. While I'm living comfortably, and I don't need a car. I don't need fancy stuff.
yeah.
My kids are fed, and that's all that matters to me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's
that's it.
option number three. Yeah, they're married and they have supportive, but that's a rare thing nowadays. A lot of people don't have dual incomes.
because people have asked me like, how do you do this full time for yourself? Because you're not exactly like a big streamer. I'm just lucky. I just fell on my feet. I'm just lucky.
Well, no, I mean, when you got the support, because that's the hardest thing to do. Like, I mean, I remember when I was telling my family, like, they're like, "You're throwing everything away that you've earned. You're an idiot." Like, they talked down to it. They were like, "Look, because they didn't know what the video games were all about." But now, I mean, my family watches my content all the time. They watch all my podcasts. They watch all my YouTube videos. I'll see them and they'll be like, "Hey, that was funny the other day when you told that guy to go fuck himself." I'm like, "Yeah, but it's like
my kids watched the day one quarter until they fell asleep because we were at it for so long.
right. So I mean, it's good stuff, but I mean, that's what I always tell people. I'm like, there's always a way that people ask, like, how do you get into content creating? How do you survive? How are you making ends meet? Because I tell people, like, I don't think I always break it down like this. I don't think people understand, like, how hard it is to actually survive being a content creator. You're on a 50-50 split if you're on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, you're 70-30, but you have to get to that program. So right off the rip, you got nothing. Kick, you're on a 95.5, but, Kick's, it's hard to get. Like, I do my Kick streams, I'll just multi-stream. I swear I have like one viewer. Like, it's so hard to get Kick viewership because
I just don't think they've got the Destiny viewership over there.
No, they don't. They definitely don't have.
The viewerships that are over there, in my opinion, are the viewership that went over with the big timers.
Yeah, and I'll still stream it because I'm just like, hey, I mean, because I've got like, I got like, I don't know, 15, 20 subs on Kick. But I'm like, hey, whatever. That's a 95-5 split. Screw it. Hey, I'll take it.
Yeah,
and it's insane.
That's like 40 subs on Twitch.
Yeah. So like, but when you just come down to like a Twitch standpoint, if people want to get into content creation, I always tell people, like, look, before you even start stream, like, if you're streaming to be a hobby, yes, you should stream as a hobby. But the second you're like, I actually want to make money doing this, you need a minimum of 6 months of expenses in a savings account and a part-time job. It has to be like that. And then you need a little bit of money to get started. You don't need much to get started. You could do the whole Blue Yeti setup with no cam, but if you really want to get noticed right off the rip, I mean, it does help when you have a little bit of
audio
quality.
over everything.
Audio and visual. Like, as long as you have a crispy, clean stream where your shit's not choppy, it's all good. But let's just break it down real quick. Like, a new content creator, they get an affiliate, which is a fucking amazing job because that's not hard to do either. And you get a sub. You got $2.50. But remember, that $2.50 you just got is tax-free. It's not taxed. It's $10.99. At the end of the year, you might have a chance to pay. So we'll just say 5% of your total income at the end of the year. But let's not worry about that. But still, so with this day and age with inflation, just to make $400 a month to give to your parents or help out with something, just $400, you would need over, what's that? 100 subs is $250. So we'll just go with 200 subs. How is someone new to the game supposed to get 200 subs? 200 Twitch subs is not easy to hold.
Nope.
And that's to just make $500.
And that's actual subs we're talking, right? We're not talking gifted here.
No, they can get gifted.
We get less for gifted though, don't we?
No, we don't.
No?
Gifted, new subs.
Primes we get less for, sorry.
No, we don't.
Sorry. I don't get full for primes.
What?
Yeah, bro.
What do you mean you don't get full?
We don't get full for primes. Primes is like 190 something.
Bullshit. Since when? I'm about to go check my dashboard right now.
Since always, bro. You go look at your primes and look at the difference. Primes are half, bro.
I'm pulling up my shit right now.
I'm telling you right now. We don't get the full for primes.
Maybe because I'm on a different contract, because I'm on a flat 70-30 contract.
Well, you got more gas in the game.
Well, no, I know, dude. You know how hard it was to get this shit?
I mean, in a good way. I'm not saying it in a way of like, you earned that shit. I'm saying like, because that's another thing that really gets me I don't really talk about it because I don't want people on my ass about it. But like
Hold on a second. This motherfucker's got
people,
me thinking.
people like don't get me wrong. Would I like the 70/30 split or the 95/5 split with from Twitch and them not robbing 50% off us? Sure. But
I'm gonna
not the
look
way it
into
works.
that.
You signed up for this. You signed up to stream on Twitch. You chose to stream here. You
Hmm.
know, it's where I chose to stream. Can't then moan about it. They only get 50%. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just gonna be honest. Does
Yeah.
it suck? Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, it's crazy, man. And like that's what I tell people because like over the years, people have messaged me. They're like, Clyde, you know, I've been trying to stream for 2, 3 years now, and I'm only making like $100 a month. I'm like, do you understand that you're a part of a small percent? Like, you can go out there and grab these numbers. Like, how many percent of content creators ever got a Twitch paycheck? It's a low. It's
I
a
will say as well for the people who are lower on the totem pole or people who are around like my sort of size, you can't compare to what Clyde makes
You're
from his
not low
streaming.
though. I mean, 70 viewers average, 80 viewers average is pretty high. Like, you'd be
Well, no,
surprised.
I'm saying in terms of like sub counts.
No, I
Because I'm
mean,
gonna be
some. I
honest,
know.
you can't compare the Destiny community sub counts
No,
to
no.
other streamers.
I have more subs at sometimes than people do with 5,000 viewers.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And
The Destiny
that's my
community is a
point.
unicorn for sure. But I also know some guys that hold 20, 30 viewers on Twitch, but they hold 5, six
Yeah.
hundred subs a month because their community is just fucking nuts.
And I know Clyde's working on it, 'cause you work hard on it, I know that.
Yeah.
But if you weren't streaming Destiny, you didn't have the anomaly of the Destiny community, where would you want to make your money from? Would it be Twitch or would it be from YouTube?
I'd be on OnlyFans, fucking helicopter ride. Just fucking helicopter swings and stripper poles and twerking. It'd be game time.
I mean, we could do that for like 24 hours on Twitch, apparently. Until they roll it back.
I mean, you know, I always said it. So, me personally, if actually, I don't think I've talked about this much. So, if Destiny shut down tomorrow, I would do more
Mhm.
shit like this. I would be more of an IRL streamer for sure. I would do more React Andy stuff. But it's proven that when I'm just sitting in the tower talking, my viewership goes up.
Yep.
People like listening to hear me talk because I can talk. I'm a good talker. You know, I give good
Tuesday
advice.
downtime,
I give
viewers
good
shoot through the
advice. I give
roof.
bad advice. I'm an asshole. I'm a good guy, whatever. But like, I'm just a mix of everything. And I've always felt like I've been an entertainer. Like me and my family laugh. So a lot of people might not don't know this about me, but my family comes from music. Okay.
Yeah.
My dad plays the guitar. My grandpa plays the bass. My grandma, she plays the drums. You know, and they had their own band growing up. They played in bars and venues, and I actually learned the drums at 3 years old. I actually played in their band with them when I was 10 years old, and they always told me they're like, you know, they weren't big into music, and they're like, you are always going to be a performer. And I didn't really like notice that until I was like growing up when I started working. I
Yeah.
was always promoted to like foreman, or I was always promoted to squad leader or team leader, and like I didn't understand why. But then when I started doing streaming, I'm like, I mean, I was told by the people I was playing with, like when I was talking through raids, people were like, God, we just did that King's Fall and it was so easy. Like, how come all these raids aren't like that? And then people in the fire team be like, well, this dude just explained everything we could do, and man, we just killed it. And then that's when they gave me the idea. They said, hey, you should stream and just teach raids. And
Yeah.
that's how it was. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, screw it. You know, and now it's evolved, but you know, it's I honestly think I would do a little bit of variety, but I probably if like I said, if Destiny shut down tomorrow, I'd probably
What I'm saying is, well, but the point I'm trying to make is somebody like me right now is I don't want to have to rely on people to make my bag.
yeah. No, yeah, 100%. 100%.
Now, because that's what I'm saying. So take the anomaly of Destiny out of it. If you were playing another game fully, you'd want to. I would. That's why I say like you should. That's why all content creators say make content on other platforms, because that's just free money. It's not relying on anyone. It's literally ad revenue. That's all it is. If you can make a YouTube channel grow and make money from that, all your Twitch money can be put into that to invest into that, you set into yourself, or you know,
Yeah.
give it back,
Yeah.
which in then turn grows you even more. Like, I don't know. I don't understand people, and I know why people do it. It's because it's so easy just to press one button and go live and talk shit.
It really is.
But put a YouTube video up, it takes a little bit more work. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, people are lazy.
Yeah, YouTube's tough. I mean, that's one thing I always regretted. I wish I did YouTube in D1 because if I did YouTube in D1, God,
Can you imagine where you'd be? Look at Dao.
Yeah, I mean, it was just because it was just so easy, like because again, I don't want to go down that conversation again, but we all know the game was a lot harder. So like when you could actually help people through content like it was nothing, like when a hard, I mean, even when like Last Wish, I mean, that was one of the most iconic, hardest day one raids. Even the first week of that, I mean, I remember like the Monday I beat it. So Friday
there was no contest, was there? So it basically was still as difficult.
Everyone was just underleveled. So like Friday or Saturday that raid launched, I beat it Monday. And then Tuesday reset happened. I did another stacked run. Wednesday I was doing helps, and like I'm just smoking them. I mean, we were kind of cooking. Like we'd probably wipe twice leading up to Riven. Like we were cooking. We were only helping 2 people at a time. Me and the 3 people that were running together, we had that synergy, and we were like teaching the mechanics. And and then like another time I remember when Spire of Stars came out, everyone was struggling with that boss. Dude, I'm up there shoving a shotgun up his asshole and just one phasing him. And like when the game is like really difficult like that, and you as a content creator can just run people through the content, that's what like gave content creators the boost to grow. Now it's just, well, I don't need to look up a guide for this. Well, I don't need this. I don't need to play with anybody, because
I make the game a lot more accessible.
I tell viewers all the time, they don't use the resources. Like if you watch a content creator and that's like your top 3 that you watch, you should be part of their community. You should be in their Discord. You should be like, hey, I watch, because like that is your icebreaker. If you're scared to go into a Discord call with someone else, just talk about the content creator. You jump in, hey, what are you guys up to? Dude, you guys see Clyde on stream? This guy sucks. He literally fell off the map. Right there, you're using something that you both have common interest in. And then you're like, hey, what are you doing? Let's play the game. And if it doesn't work, oh well, and hit the button, end call, and join the next one. Like,
yep.
Because like that's how it is. Like so many people don't know about Discords, and they don't know about like what they have. I mean, I get these comments on my videos every day on TikTok, YouTube, and questions in chat. People are like, well, how do I do this, or how can I get this resource? What's dim? Like people, and it's kind of weird because like nowadays, like the strat is when you download new software or you download a new app on your phone, what's the first thing you do?
Sign up if you need to.
Sign up, and then what else? Like if you're operating something new, what are you gonna do?
Learn how to use it. Go to YouTube.
Exactly. Learn how to use it. But people don't do that. They download stuff. They don't do the research. They don't want to look at it. They don't want to look.
But are we comparing that? Are we saying this about this D2 in general or in everything?
Well, in everything, but I'm saying like technology wise. I mean, right now there's a small percentage of people that could get dropped off in the woods with no technology. Like nothing. No phone, no nothing. God. Yeah, like but that's what I'm saying. Like so we rely on technology so much, you would think like when new stuff comes out, like Discord or new features, third-party websites, armor builder, D2 Foundry, anything. Yeah. Like anything that helps like a Destiny creator learn more about the game or research. It's just crazy to me that like people don't research it as much. Like
if people researched it more though, like when you mention things like D2 Foundry, things like that, if people research it, pulls out of a job though, a little bit. on
Yeah,
some
but
things.
I don't know. Like with me, like when I first played Elden Ring, I was lost. I'm like, what the
Oh,
fuck?
dude, I've got VC. I had VC in chat the whole
Yeah,
time
I'm
telling me where
like,
to
dude,
go.
what is this game? And like, I'm not gonna lie, like the first 2 hours of Elden Ring, I was lost. I was just like, all right, I'm gonna go down here, and I did it right. I'm just using my brain. I'm like, all right, this is the starting area of the game. I need to explore everything before I start unlocking new stuff because I'm gonna be under leveled. Because I only played Dark Souls before that. I played Dark Souls 3, but then like
Elden Ring's a beautiful game,
after
though.
a day, after a day or two of after the first day of playing Elden Ring, I mean, I went on that dark rabbit hole of looking up the Wikipedia map, looking up what quests to do. Like how many people didn't get the Ronnie ending because you had to have a PhD in that game. Like if you want the best ending in that game, you literally have to do so many quest steps that doesn't even tell you how to do it. And it's just like Liza P. If you don't lie enough, you don't get a good ending. Like if you know Remnant
That's another
2.
one
I
I've
mean
been
Remnant
hearing
2
too
when I was
about.
playing Remnant 2, it's like, "Oh, to get this red prince's helmet, you need to get a certain dagger and then stab him with it for the last hit to get like that game was crazy by the way on the puzzles and shit, like how to unlock
I
classes. Such a
about to
good
do a
game.
nightmare run and then an APOC run soon.
Yeah, that game's great, especially when you get
It's a good
the
game.
juicy care package.
Oh yeah. I got the juicy care package. I
Yeah.
remember logging. I was like, "Yo, Obi, look at all this loot I got today," and he's like, "How'd you get that?" I'm like, "Well, you see it."
Yeah.
I got hooked up a little bit. It's like I've been farming this shit for hours.
Now, Spooky, there is people that don't know what dim is. They don't know none of it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. You guys will
Some of
see.
the
You
things
guys will
people don't
see. Did
know.
you hear about my new idea I'm doing? The Adopt a Guardian?
Funnily enough, I was watching YouTube shorts earlier on, so it popped
Yeah.
up on my feed.
I told chat, like, wait till you see when people join up. There, because that's the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask them, like, what do you know, what's your build? What do you like running on your character? Can you show me? And we'll see their mods, we'll see everything. And again, it's not like me saying, hey, you're using the wrong stuff, but it's just showing you the knowledge. Like, I mean, I just have like PTSD of when Font of Might and all that came out and surges. Like, dude, people still to this day don't run surges. They don't optimize their damage, you know. And instead of you doing a 2-phase on the ogre in the new dungeon, you're doing a 4-phase with
Yeah.
3 people. Like that's not
Yeah, I'll
normal.
be honest, like I think 90% of the game when running with a team, if you're not wanting to like, sweat all too much, you should be at a minimum should be running 2 surges. You can run 2 surges or even one and you'll get the 2 phase, I think. If your team's okay at playing the game.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? You can run one scav, one
But it's
surge
just so
and a
funny
recoup.
when like I've ran so many raids where it's just like I think the most common boss was Nez or the planet boss in Root. And I'd be like, you guys good? Do we need to go over anything? Nah. What happens when you shoot the rocket? No galley
Hmm.
buff. Nobody wanted to see if anyone was running galley. Dude, I've seen that happen hundreds of times. I'm just like, all
People
right.
just don't check.
But I told people, I'm like, do we need to go over anything? We need to talk about it. Because like that's the new meta now. Like LFGs are no comms. Like that's how raids are. Like if you fire team finder one, they're probably just typing in who's doing what.
That's crazy to me, bro.
Unless they want to use a mic, if they're on the mic.
What do console players do?
Well, no, the console players have it. Actually, the last 2 fire team finders I did, the console guys just use game chat. But there is a filter in that fire team finder that says like using Discord, and then you'll
Yeah,
join
I
them and
used
they'll
it. I used it. I did a dungeon the
you'll
other day.
join them and they'll give you a Discord link. So that was cool. But yeah, the game chatters, I actually had my mic hooked up and I did a game chat. It wasn't bad. But obviously, I think Bungie really needs to improve in that game chat. I don't know if it's Bungie or Steam, but they could make that shit sound a little better because it's kind of ass. Like you got the fan running in the background. It's
Yeah.
it's a little tough, and then you get the guy's eating his mic just
Yeah.
chicken.
Yeah. Nah, dude.
You know,
Nope.
it's
I don't think it's a Destiny thing though. The game getting easier and stuff though. I don't
No,
think it's
no,
just a
no, no,
Destiny
it's
thing. I
not.
think it's a lot. I think it's the world in general. World is so different from when I left school. It's
Oh
unreal.
yeah, yeah. It's
I don't want to work 8 hours a day.
yeah, motherfuckers don't want to work, you know.
Well, I got news for you. You ain't gonna get nothing if you don't.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, it's pretty much what he's saying is, you know, people don't want to work these days. You know, they just want the money to grow on trees, and that's so true because like so many restaurants near me, like half of it's only being used. They have half the restaurant closed down because of short staffed. You know,
I remember talking
landscapers,
to my dad about it, and my
lands,
dad's just like, "Welcome to being an adult."
yeah, landscapers, construction workers, you name it. I mean, they can't keep employees. It's terrible. You know, nowadays they got a sign-on bonus or a working bonus. If you make it past the 90 days, they give you a bonus. Like what? What the fuck was
Yeah,
that?
I
Like,
do try and I do try and like not be too funny about that because my adult life changed drastically straight away at 18 when I obviously had my first kid, so I had to go up pretty
yeah, you got
quickly.
a reality check real quick.
So
That'll do it. You know.
yeah. So if you ever want to practice, I can send you two over.
No, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Uh,
You know.
yeah.
My buddy's actually going through that right now. He was saving up money. He saved up about 6 months income, 6 months of bills, and he moved out. He got his own apartment, and now he's like texting me like once a week. He's like, dude, he's like, I thought I'd be okay. I'm like, just because you had 6 months of income saved doesn't mean you should be touching that. Like that's your security fund. You should
Yeah,
only
that's if
touch it if you
something
need
breaks,
it.
bro.
But he's
Like
like
your
burning through
boiler
it every
or
week because he's lazy, and he's like, well, I haven't been working as much. You know, a couple times I did 3 days a week. I'm like, 3 days a week? I'm like, dude,
yeah,
you're about to.
or you don't want to cook and
Yeah,
you're
I'm like,
ordering food.
yeah, you're ordering out, and you got all this responsibility now. I'm like, man, I'm like, you're really setting yourself up to start milking your savings, and you're not gonna have much
I'm
left.
basically doing it the opposite way around because obviously I moved out obviously when I was with my ex-missus, my kid's mom. Did all that young, and now I'm like back at my mom and dad's because she left me, and I'm chilling, loving life.
Hey, you chilling now? Oh man,
You
you
know,
got
my
a
kids
hot
look
plate of
after
food for dinner
himself.
every night.
Yeah, you know,
Dude,
my washing goes in with everybody else's.
mom's cooking, man. Can't beat that.
No, it's my dad that cooks, not my mom.
I don't know that.
Yeah, so it's chill. Like I said, like there's downsides obviously, like anything. Like I want to move out, obviously, but like however I don't need to, because I say to youngsters all the time, the longer you can stay there, the better.
Yeah.
Save
No,
up,
yeah,
you
100%.
know,
100%. You know, stay at
invest in
homes.
something, like you know, don't blow your money. Do something smart with it.
I was so done with my money when I was younger. I was
I don't
partying,
want to talk about it.
drinking,
I don't think we should go down this
bars and
route.
clubs, bars and clubs 5 days a week. It was bad.
Oh man,
I didn't I
stories.
didn't give a fuck. I was like, yo, let's go. I mean, you're only like young once, you know. You gotta live it up, you know.
You are,
I mean, all right,
but
but I could literally sit in my house for the rest of my life, not leave,
yeah,
and I'd be content with that life because I've just partied and done so much crazy shit growing up that
yeah.
you know it's like that's why I tell everybody I'm thankful. You know, I'm thankful for everything. Like I
I
did
feel you though. Yeah.
did you know at the end of this year when I go to Glad's house. I mean, I still count that as a vacation. I mean, that's my sixth vacation this year. Like
I was about to say like
some people can't
I
take 6 in 5 years. You know,
I
so
know
it's
you
like
had at least one this year because obviously GCX was one.
ah,
That was
it was.
a wild trip for me.
I went to Sweat's house when Lana left. Then I went
You
to
went to Lana's too, right?
yeah, but then I went to Sweats, and then I went to Lana's. I went to Hilton Head. I went to Florida. I went to Vegas, and now I'm going to Philadelphia. But it's just like
But
I'm
you and Sweat, I think I was listening to your podcast with Sweat. You say you're doing like an Hawaii trip too or some shit. And
yeah. I don't. I'm talking to him tomorrow. I don't think we can swing that because um I was looking in.
there was somebody's stream I was watching. Well,
I,
yours
I
was
was looking
Sweat's.
in like I literally get back on the first at like 10 o'clock at night, and then I would stream the second, the third, and then leave the fourth to go to Hawaii for a couple days. I can't swing all that. Like
Yeah.
I'm already
I'm
pissed that
gonna
I'm
give
at,
you a little friendly advice, by the way. Don't play once human.
don't play it.
Yeah.
I
Remember the demon hours, bro, that you played Diablo? You
yeah
know, when you get on and you were on till like 4 in the morning my time, like 5 a.m. my time.
yeah.
You're still on grinding nightmare dungeons
I've
and all
been
that.
seeing
This
people play.
game,
No, I've been seeing
you will
people play
lose
it.
your. It's so good. That's what I'm saying to you. You'll go degen mode if you start playing that
Maybe
thing.
it's different when you play it because I've been watching people stream it, and I'm not. I don't. It's a good game, but I don't see myself getting locked
So,
in
did you
like
like
that.
Division?
I did. I didn't even play Division 2. I played Division 1.
Okay, so imagine Division, but then adding survival into it, building your own base, everything like that, and then adding like big like dungeon bosses in there. It's so good, man. Like I can't explain.
I
I
think
didn't
it's
think
the
it'd be my type of
graphics
game
that throw
too.
me off.
It's just so good.
I think it's the
The
gra.
dynamic weather.
We're talking about Once Human.
It's so
It's
good.
like a zombie apocalypse.
The fact that that's a beta with how big it is right now is crazy.
Yeah, Once Human. Yeah. I think it's the graphics of the game. It just throws me off. Like if it was more realistic, you know.
Once human? I mean, it seems realistic enough. I don't know. Are you sure? Were you on about the same game? Do you think? I don't know what you
No,
think about the graphics.
I don't know. It's something that just throws it off for me. I don't know.
Yeah, like it's dope, man. Like I feel like at the minute I got this crossbow I'm running around. It feels like I feel like I'm Daryl from Walking Dead.
Yeah.
And I'm not like. And I had to say no last night to playing it because I had to be up this morning. I'm like, nope, I can't do it. Like I already do degen hours enough. I don't need more, no more. You know,
Yeah.
I'm surviving on like 4 hours of sleep at night, if that. So I
Yeah.
was like, I'm always laughing. I'm always laughing away when you're like, "Sup, Merc? Merc, can't you survive on 4 hours of sleep, Merc?"
No, no, it's
I always laugh at that shit, man.
no, Burnt. It's. I don't know. I think a game like Once Human would like look better, more like animated, like Outriders look or like a Destiny look, like the whole like Call of Duty feel. I don't know. It's just something about it. I can't put a pinpoint on it, but when I was watching people play it, I'm just kind of like,
So like too real, maybe? Maybe it's like
yeah,
too
it's like
real.
too real. Sorry, I like switched
The opposite way
switched. You
around.
know, I switched the words up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, too, like survival games to me are just, you know, they're cool with friends. You know, like games like
Oh, yeah.
anything with survival in it, to where you have to build forts and like make food. You know, Minecraft, Fortnite, you know, Valheim. You know,
Yeah.
anything like that. I could never play those games alone. If I'm playing with people
No.
and we're all bullshitting, having fun, I'm in. But I can't play games like that alone. I'd
No,
fall
I
asleep.
can't either.
I'd fall asleep.
But like, it's good. I can't lie. Like we took on this first dungeon earlier, and
No, it looks great. It looks great. I mean, it seems like Destiny players can get an itch off that, but I'm just over here waiting
so
on Outriders 2, you know, the
I'm waiting on
copium.
final shape. What are you talking about?
Nah, I'm waiting on Outriders 2, you know, the copium will
I
never.
didn't play out. I didn't play Outriders.
Ah, dude, you missed out. I mean, honestly, you can still go play it. Like, dude, it's such a banger.
Yeah,
But once you run out of shit to do, it's like, oh.
dude. So many people like just play variety Bergen. I'm like, it's not so
Yeah,
easy. It's like,
everybody thinks that variety's so easy, you know? Like,
like I'm more
that's why I always
miserable
tell
if my
people.
chat is dead.
I always tell people like Glad was a unicorn.
Oh,
Glad seen a perfect time to get out. He literally got out of Destiny at the perfect time when he was just peaking and he was just destroying, you know,
yeah.
viewership. And he just said, "Fuck it," and you know he put his foot down and he went. You know, but it's not that easy. Like it takes.
Clydes also an anomaly as well. Like
Yeah, he's
he is in
literally
straight degen
fucking
mode on his hours,
degen.
man.
Yeah,
Like, there's a
solo.
handful of people I know can handle that
Yeah,
and
I
look
mean, he's
after
got. It's
themselves.
just him though.
But
He's got his own crib. He's just chilling. He doesn't got no
don't
pets.
have to get up. Yeah, you don't
I
have to
keep
get up
telling him
for
to get a
anything.
dog. He wants one, but um,
So Glad strikes me as the type of person. He's a little bit like me in that aspect, where like you want something, but like also like knows that he's gonna have to look after it. Do you
yeah,
know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah,
do I want to sacrifice this to have this? And like has a big thought process, because that's how I am anyway. Because I know me, I'm selfish. Like if it's not for my kids or
yeah.
then I'm doing what I want to do. And
Hmm.
especially to since obviously when she left me, it was like I've been miserable for long enough now. You know what I mean? It's about me this time. So
Yeah, I mean, you gotta be. You have to do that. But I mean,
so
no, I just use Glad as an example. I mean, there's so many other creators that
he's
branched
a
out.
grinder though.
There's so many other creators that branch out now, but it's just I like playing variety, but man, it's more fun when you just do it out the blue. Like yesterday, I played
Yeah.
God of War. I got my ass kicked, and I'm like, all right, I'm turning off the hardest difficulty, and I'm gonna tune it down a little bit so I can get used to the game again. I'm gonna try that out on Monday
Yeah.
again. It's like when I
I
played
played
Liza
Fortnite
P.
today, to be fair.
When I played Liza P, I had so much fun time. Like when you just like once every like 2 weeks, if you throw in a variety, I think that's good. But like to just do like I remember that one week I did like 3, 4 different games in one week, and I'm just like, dude, I can't do this because it just kills your content. It really
Clyde over
does.
here laughing at us Destiny 2 creators over here. Like, look at these guys farming forbearances.
Yeah, yeah. I wasn't into
Oh man.
Cyberpunk at all. I played that game when it first came out. It was turning my PC into a microwave because it was so unoptimized, and literally like every 5 minutes you were watching a cutscene. I was falling asleep playing that game. I had a lot of hours into it though. I probably put about 60 hours into it in the original game.
Kill him.
I played it a lot. I was grinding on stream, but I was just honk shoeing like cutscene, 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 dialogue. I'm like,
I can't do dialogue, man. Skip that shit. Where's the where's the skip button, bro? That's exactly what I look for every time I play something like that.
yeah. But I mean, it's just that love for Destiny, man. You got that love.
Well, this is the issue, and I've been explaining this for a long time to everybody that comes in and say, "Oh, Destiny's dead" and all this. But it's like you sit here, right? You come into my chat, you come into Clyde's chat, whoever, and you say, "Destiny's dead. Why are you playing this game? It's boring." Blah blah blah. You're sat here watching it, idiot. Like,
you
you know what I
came,
mean?
you came into my chat to tell me the game's dead. Yeah.
Like, you're the reason it's still alive while I'm still in a job. Thanks. Like, and then still saying it and still saying it and still saying it, but like they still log on every week on Tuesday. You know why? Because there ain't no other game that does it better than D2 does.
It's just no. It's like
The gunplay,
how do I
everything.
explain this? So I really can't. I just can't think of nothing right now. But like, I think the main reason is people don't understand that like some streamers, actually pretty much all streamers, I would say, except if you're like really new. But even if I feel like someone that's been streaming for a month on Destiny like knows that they should like find people to play with.
Yeah.
Um, the main thing is like people don't like you having fun. They see
No.
you doing raids and you're laughing and having fun. They're like, "What the fuck? I don't have that fun." So if I don't have that fun, they can't have the fun. Like it's like
Yeah.
I'll post a TikTok or a YouTube video on hey, like hey guys, oh the incandescent roll on the avalanche. I made a clip and I posted that like, oh, streamer loot, and people were like, oh, I'm like, he's just gonna put that gun in his vault, or he's not gonna use it, or getting a gun for a dead game, blah 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 blah. When that gun is just like slapping, for the next
Oh,
couple
where'd you get
months.
it, Clyde?
Where'd you get it? Oh, the Dawning. Oh, I can't play. Oh, fuck this game. I can't get it no more. Like that. It's just a rotator. Like like I was shocked. Like I always
You
use the
make me laugh, man.
forbearance. I always use the forbearance. Theory. Like when I was streaming on TikTok live, like everybody would come into the live and they'd be like, "What's that gun?" I'm like, like, you're kidding me, right?" They're like, "No, what's that
Yeah.
gun?" I'm like, "Dude, it's like the most broken gun in the game right now." That was like the Arc 3.0 Titan meta, like when it was
Yeah,
busted as
with
fuck.
the lightning grenades.
Yeah, with the grenades and just
Swapping
nonstop.
charge of light armor to fucking firepower mods.
Oh yeah, I was doing that on the War Priest, saucing them, but like, it's like people just don't like seeing you have fun, and that's what people say. Like, how do you keep grinding the game? How do you keep how do you keep streaming the game? How do you keep grinding it? It's like, dude, I play with chat. All I
Yeah.
do is sign on and I go, "Hey chat, what are we doing today? Hey, let's talk about weird stuff. Hey, shove your finger up your ass and be cool." Like that's it. Like, and people are just like, "Well, what the fuck? How come you can do that?" And I'm telling you, like that's their mentality. That is their mentality. They hate it that you can have fun in the game, or you
Yeah.
have a clan, or you have friends to play with, or you're making friends in Discord and you're playing with people and they aren't. And that's what it comes down to. And that's why I've always said that Fireteam Finder needs to be in the game, because as soon as
Yeah.
someone says, "Hey Clyde, right now I'm about to sign on tonight and I need to do a Warlord's Ruin dungeon, I can't find people." "Oh, it's in the game, just use Fireteam Finder."
Yep.
But I did it. I did Fireteam Finder. I mean, yes, I know the dungeon, but it's a little different. Yes, it was 10 years too late, but they explained that it was hard to, you know, it's hard here. It's hard to implement stuff like that in the game on such an old engine. And
Yeah.
I've always said it, like, just give them time. Everyone wants Destiny to die. Now I don't. It changed my life, but
I don't want it to
people
die. I love this
people
game, man.
no
I play
the,
every
the
day.
people that are up and down about the game, I'm talking like just a small percentage of the players that only come back when there's content. They just want it to go away so they could stop worrying about it, but it's not going to. I could tell you the schedule right now. Final Shape launch by episode 2. Bungie drops a trailer and announces D3. It's happening.
They
It's
either
gonna
way, or they
happen.
drop, or they're definitely gonna drop something. There's no way.
Even if they do episodes 4, 5, and 6, they're allowed to do that, but they're going to hype up D3 at some point. It's
They
going to
have to do
happen.
something big.
Like and if you guys don't believe it, that's cool. But if Bungie does not make another game like Destiny 3, they're not going to keep the doors open. What is Sony getting out of Bungie? They're getting a few episodes and then marathon. Come on. I really hope Marathon does good, so it shows that Bungie can branch out, but we'll see.
I don't know.
It's
I'll
an
play
it's
it.
an
It's a
extraction
PvP game,
shooter.
right?
It's in a PvP. Yeah, I mean, just go watch it. Go watch Escape from Tarkov. It's
Dude, I've been wanting to play that game, but have you seen the vault management in that game?
Yeah, the management in that game is pretty insane.
Yeah, we were watching. Me and a buddy were watching it the other night, thinking, you know what, we could get into this. And then we saw what he was managing, like, because he's like full on in game. This guy we were watching,
Yeah.
and I'm like, yeah, I'm good,
Oh, I'm
bro.
not.
Like, I have all on keeping my vault under 500.
It's a menu. It's a menu simulator. Yeah.
I'm
I'm not
good.
saying everybody wants it to die, guys, and people in chat, but
No.
it's like some people just want to stop worrying about it because it's always going to pull you back. You're always going to come. You're always going to come back and play it.
Yeah.
But it's
Cause you get the other, you get it, yeah, you get it going the other way too. It's like doing Crota runs, and you get someone coming in. They go, not even one phase in Crota,
yeah. I mean,
like especially after doing speeds of that raid. I'm just like, come on now. Like, I'm running with chat. Can I just sit and chill and hit him with my lament?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I mean, it's like,
I don't need to be one sword breaking his shield and
well, I mean,
surrounded
that
and
it's
everything.
the ninja effect. I seen a TikTok, it was today, Ninja and someone else talking. I forgot that one pro player Fortnite player. I think it starts with an S. I can't think of his name.
Cypher?
No,
No,
not
he plays
Cypher.
Fortnite
The
though.
other guy. He's like just blue, or no, is it not S? Clicks maybe.
Clicks?
I don't know who it was. I think it was Clicks. Yeah. So like Clicks and Ninja were talking, and Ninja was explaining to him why he's not like a pro Fortnite player, you know?
Mm.
And like, it's like the Destiny mentality, you know? Like Bergen just said, he's like, oh, not even one phasing Crota in 2023. Like Ninja said, he's like, for him to go pro, like he would have had to play scrims and warm up before playing. Like those pro players, like literally warm up before they start streaming. Like they gotta get like they have to play at top tier all the time. And like, you know, you didn't want it to be like a Tfue effect. I mean, look what happened to Turner. He literally said I had to take a break because he's like, dude, I just been
Yeah.
grinding my nuts off, you know.
I just
And
like.
you need that time. And like when Ninja was talking about it, he's like, yeah, he's like, you know, doing the route that I did, which Ninja did it smart. I mean, he beat the game. I mean, he literally game over. You know, he
Yeah.
set the path for content creation. But there was others, but you know, Ninja had a lot to do with a lot of stuff that's happened recently.
100%.
And you know, he's like, I just don't have the time. He's like, I want a life. I want to have a time with my wife. I want to be able to have IRL time. I want to hang out with friends because when you're that locked into games, you know, if you're a speedrunner, even in Destiny 2, you know, those guys, all they're doing is
I can tell you right now. I can tell you right now where we just started doing Ghost runs, and like it's like a second job.
It's a second
Not even
job. You're
joking.
always got to run. And I was there. I mean, you know, back in the day, I used to
And
practice. We used to practice on stream, off stream, and do cool stuff. And
I just
it's
do it
just too
because I
much.
enjoy
It's
it.
to
That's
me,
it.
it's just not worth it. You know. Yeah,
It's my enjoyment outside of the stream.
yeah.
Being
Doc
honest.
changed the game for every streamer pretty much. But with the new recent thing on Twitch, I think Ninja had a lot to do with it. But anyways, I was just using him as an example. It's not just him that paved the road, but you know,
Oh no, there's loads out
there's
there.
loads of people out there. But I was just using an
What's
example.
look at
But
that? Look at that. That female streamer that was a big COD hit. The cheetah girl.
oh,
What's her name?
Nadia,
Yeah, Nadia.
yeah.
Dude, she is a fucking genius.
Genius. Genius.
Genius.
She's like Amaranth, dude. You know, Amaranth
Genius.
is a genius. You know, they're buying real estate now. She owns gas stations. She's investing all her money, and yeah, she ain't stupid. But it's just, you know, a lot of people ask me. I get that question a lot. Like people are like, Clyde, why don't you like sweat your dick off in the game anymore? I'm like, because I just, it's not about that. It's not about being good at Destiny. It's about being entertaining. Like that's it. Like you know, like
Yeah, anyone who knows me, like I'm all for getting down and sweating my ass off in D2, going for world records in speeds and
yeah,
day ones and all that. But like, if I'm playing with chat, I'm sat chilling, bro.
nah,
The least work I have to do, the better.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's just not. It's not. It's just not my itinerary anymore to just sit there and just you know.
You only
I
want to
I
do it if
got
it's fun.
I guest eyes on Riven for 14 hours. I don't ever want to do that again. Like you know, I tried one floor in Riven for 40 hours straight. It's
Okay. So, do you think you would go do it if we had an era like Forsaken again?
if I ever went back and did those challenges, I would do them off stream because doing them on
So,
stream is the most
okay.
annoyingest,
So,
toxic.
what about something that? So, say something like Niobe Labs dropped again
Oh,
on that
Niobe,
level
I'm
of
going in.
difficulty.
I'm talking
Would you
like
be
just
grinding? Would you be on grinding?
yeah, I'm talking like that, but like just doing like any like solo boss bakes or doing like
Oh,
hard
yeah.
challenges in the game anymore, which, you know, it's just it's just not I just don't see it as a gain, you know. For
Yeah.
me, as where I'm at as an entertainer and a content creator and what my content is known for, if I solo a raid boss, more people are gonna watch the people that do that content. They're gonna my video would get traffic, but it's like it's not gonna get the hype that I want around it. So I feel like I'm just wasting my time on
Yeah.
it.
See, for me, I don't do it for the videos. That's literally my my Destiny downtime, if that makes sense.
No, I get that.
Something I
I
enjoy.
mean,
It
you're
just
crazy.
takes me
You
out
like
of
play
the.
Destiny off stream and shit. You're fucking nuts.
I mean,
I can't
I
do
do
it.
what I enjoy, man. Like if
I
I just need some
respect it.
downtime.
I respect it, but you know, I just you know, I'm a
Yeah.
corporate sellout piece of shit now. You know, I mean, I tell chat
Well,
this all the time. Like, if I'm not getting paid to sit at this chair, I'm not sitting in this chair playing video games
yeah.
off stream much. I'm not doing a lot of stuff. If I'm sitting in this chair, even when the stream's not on, I'm doing a work email. I'm doing an invoice. I'm doing a
Yeah.
sponsorship. I'm doing something to help my career, or I'm just sitting in the chat with the boys and just talking in Discord. But like very few times I'm just sitting here, but it's just because I'm always here. So like if I don't have to be working or sitting in the chair, I'm gone. I'm upstairs, kicked
Yeah.
on the fucking recliner, you know.
So one of the things I have been trying recently has been more of a Tuesdays on downtime
hmm
is they're my honestly some of my highest viewed streams
When the
is
servers
when
go down,
downtime.
man, that's the game time right
Yeah, and
there.
I'll put YouTube videos up and watch, and they're like, "How are you on Destiny?" Blah 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 blah, and they either hate me because I fucking pulled them,
Because you
or
fuck with
they
them.
laugh at me. Yeah, or they laugh at me and they stay.
Yep.
And it works. But as soon as the game comes up, they're gonna go play themselves, they go watch a big streamer,
Did I used
or
to
they
do
sit
that?
and
I used
what
to
I've
do
just
that
started
back in
doing
the day.
recently, yeah, what I've started doing recently, if I'm being honest, is to try and beat the game a little bit. Is I'm doing it off stream to record the footage and then edit it and get it out instantly.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. You
And
know.
that's, you know what
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
People know that I'm gonna be done tomorrow doing GMs, but Tuesday comes, I'm gonna get that GM done and I'm gonna be gone till Wednesday because
hmm
that guide needs to be out for me. It's like my biggest content.
hmm Yeah. I mean, it's like
So
I get it.
especially if it's double nightfall rewards, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, and if it's the new GL,
Madra, yeah. I mean, I plan on diversifying my games for sure. I mean, I'm waiting on, Elden Ring DLC, waiting on First Descendant. Um, but like I'm not just gonna play games just to play them, if that makes sense. I'm not just gonna jump on a train. Like I really need to see it being entertaining, in my opinion, for content. But that's why I'm trying to do stuff like this. I know that I was talking about this earlier, like every Friday and Saturday, the podcast is on Saturday, but if something's going on with me or the person that I'm having on, we could do a Friday. It's got to be a weekend
yeah,
thing so people can you know, make time. Um, I'm trying to schedule my weekly content. I'm trying to be a creator, but I'm also trying to have a scheduled works schedule. So now I have the podcast back. We got tons of people that replied to my tweet. We got a list. I can have tons of guests. I'm not gonna have more than 2 at a time, but the way that Bergen's on the other side of the cam right here, I think a couple people ask if they could like be a pair to be on. So like I think I'm gonna shrink the camera about half the size and put someone up above Bergen's head and then where he's at now. So we got plenty of that, and then we're gonna
or
do
that I
this.
could move one down and put one above it.
Yeah, and then we're gonna do the adopt a guardian. That's gonna be a weekly thing until it dies. Like I'm gonna milk that shit, and just keep.
Adopt a guardian.
Yeah, because
Love it.
it's me just pulling people that don't do these are people, chat, that don't play endgame and they don't watch me. So I'm making myself a walking billboard. Hey, this is the guy. This is the let me solo her of fucking Destiny. Like I'm going to bring
Yeah.
these guardians in and hey, you've never done duality? Okay. I was reading some comments earlier when I was upstairs getting a drink. One guy said, I've only done Grasp of Avarice and I was dead the whole time. They just carried me. So he's never done any other dungeons before. So like this is the people that you need to bring in and experience this game. And we're just going to milk it. So now I have 2 weekly things to do and I have a third because I have an off day. So now I have 3 out of the 7 days covered. And then we know Tuesday's reset. So 4 days. So 4 out of my 7 days are covered with work. I just need to keep doing that. And then I can go, hey guys, next Saturday, I ain't got shit to do. Or next Friday, I ain't got shit to do. Let's try out this game. You know what I'm saying? Like I need to keep it as a system. Because I'm telling you right now, what we're about to go through, me, Bergen, other content creators, the pain and suffering from December 16th till June for Final Shape, it sucks. But you got to grind because when others don't stream the game as much, that's how I grew my channel. When others went away and got bored, I kept grinding. So Bergen's going to do that.
It's happening right now.
It's happening for him right now. You got to grind your nuts off. But if you're miserable on stream, like how I was when I was yesterday when I was playing trials, I'm like, guys, this is literally the only thing I have to do right now, and I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go play God of War. If I get in that moment, like today, I had a blast bringing people through the dungeon. But if there's any moment of Destiny when I'm playing and I'm just not feeling it, two options: I turn on a variety game, or I'm ending stream, because I'm not entertaining. I don't want to sit here and whine and bitch and moan. I'd rather just get offline or play a different game, in which that's what I'll do. But I also need to think of the business side because, you know, Bergen knows the feeling. Like when you do good in streaming and you know you're growing your brand and you're able to give back to your community that takes care of you every day. It's like the best feeling ever when you're able to just be like, hey, you know, oh, you don't have the dungeon key? Here's $20.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling. So like that's what I'm prepping for. All these huge giveaways that I'm doing and giving back.
Speaking of giveaways, I did experience my first emblem giveaway yesterday in chat.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
The gremlins, bro.
The gremlins. You
Dude,
mentioned, if I mention
when
emblem
are you
right
pulling
now,
the
they're
raffle?
The emblem, I smelled it. He said it. Bro,
dude, the amount of messages. When are you pulling the raffle? When are you
Why-
pulling the
why,
raffle?
dude?
When are you pulling the raffle? When I'm fucking good and ready. I gotta milk you for your viewership right now, okay?
Look, people are spamming raffle. They don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, bro.
My
dude.
mods are like, do you think we should add someone to like add a requirement where they gotta join the Discord? I'm like, nah, let them cook.
let them cook, man. Let them cook. It's bad, man. It's yeah. Yeah.
And like I got like so it was like obviously a good viewership day, obviously.
Mhm.
And then I asked chat, I was like, because I don't have my numbers on when I'm on it during the day.
Mhm.
I look after, and I just said, I was like, yo, chat, do me a favor now. I've pulled that raffle. How many people will have the like 40 people just gone? And
Yeah.
obviously, you know, if somebody who's like averages between the 50 and 100 mark sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, 40 people just dipped because they didn't win an emblem.
Yeah.
On to the next one.
That's all he says. People generally make fake emblem giveaways on Twitter and get thousands of followers. Just remember, Sully, thousands of Twitter followers don't do nothing for you. Like, you know. Unless you're big time and you have 250,000, you know, like 250, 300,000 followers on Twitter, and people are actually keeping up with what you're doing, no one really cares, you know. But, you know, that's why I don't my next emblems I give away are going to be on a YouTube short and a TikTok. I just gave away 2 emblems on stream, so I want to share share it around, but yeah. I'll never, you know, I'll tell people, hey, follow me on Twitch. Hey guys, if you're entering an emblem raffle, follow me on Twitch. Hey, sub to my YouTube, follow me on TikTok. Now follow me on Twitter. Like, you know, like if someone subs to my YouTube just because they want to win an emblem, but then they start watching my videos, it benefits me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, so one thing I will say about YouTube is someone subscribes to this channel, they don't unsubscribe.
Oh yeah.
I've lost subscribers, don't get me wrong, but generally the people who go on and subscribe for something like that, they don't unsubscribe.
Yeah.
Because they don't check it enough.
They don't check it enough, yeah. Go upstairs.
Which is funny.
Yeah. That's okay. Go upstairs.
That would be pretty funny, because that's actually a pretty cool idea, Madra. I kinda like that idea.
What's that?
Easter egg, the emblem.
Yeah.
So, you know, you like YouTube videos, for instance. I wonder if you could add something into one of the end of the videos. Or like in between. I don't know if the YouTube editor would let you do that. And let people go watch the video, see if they could find the
I've thought about stuff like that before.
I like the idea. I don't know how you get it to work.
I've done stuff in videos, like if you stay to the end, you know, they've heard about giveaways. Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah.
But like,
give me one sec. I think I just heard one of kids. That's all.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Yeah, chat. We'll have some more stuff coming soon. Treasure hunt videos? Nah, I don't want to copy their stuff.
Good. They're just stalling going back to bed.
Good, Madra. I'm glad
But
you got
yeah,
ideas.
they were it was crazy, man. I've never seen it so bad. Like,
Yeah,
when are you pulling the winner?
yeah. It's insane. It's like the
On the DMs? When I've bro,
yeah, the DMs are bad, yeah.
how'd you get this emblem?
Yeah, how'd you get it?
Don't worry. I'm like, don't worry. Bungie don't know who I am.
Well, I think we're gonna wrap this one up. It's been 2 hours of us yapping.
Is that how long it's been already?
Yeah, dude, it goes quick when you're just sitting here yapping, dude.
Dude, I need to set this up as a job.
Ah, dude, yeah. This is why it's like chill and it's streamers. It's chill back streamers to where we could just sit here and bullshit. And I don't really ever think we like missed a step. Like we just kept talking and talking and talking.
Yeah, I used to work in sales before this,
Yeah.
so gotta be
Oh,
able to
bud,
talk.
you're gonna get that
well, thanks
check
for
mark.
having me.
You're gonna get that check mark soon enough.
Oh, it'll happen. I can guarantee you it'll happen.
If anyone wants to check them out, BurginStarr on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. And yeah, man, I appreciate you coming on.
Appreciate you having me.
It was a good time talking, and
Thank you everybody for listening.
yeah,
Chatting.
it was easy.
Yeah, always is.
Yeah,
It's a lot of fun. I love this stuff.
yeah. All right, man. Well, I'm sure we'll be chatting soon and gaming.
Sounds good.
I
Need to
mean,
get some games in soon. Do the dungeon. We haven't done one yet. Do a master run.
yeah, for sure.
Get our ass kicked by some champs. Alright, man. Right, well, GG's.
All right, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yep.
Let us.
I was gonna leave his cam on to mess with him, but that's gonna do it. Thanks for tuning in to this week's podcast. And I don't know who our guest will be next week. I am actually going to look in the thread tomorrow and pick a guest. So stay tuned for more updates on that. Thanks for watching on YouTube, listening on Spotify, or live in Twitch chat.